Hello, sports fans, and welcome to OtsegoTV for today's district semifinal game, which features the Knights of Otsego and the Redmen of Bellevue. My name's Kaden Knapp. I'm thrilled to be joined once again by Mr. Brandon Floro, and what a contest we have today. That first game today between Napoleon and Sandusky Perkins was fantastic. Napoleon ended up pulling out with the victory.
Yes, they did, and they did so in dramatic fashion, closing that game out in the final minute and a half of that quarter, of the final quarter. So if that's any indication of what we're going to see here, Kaden, we're in for a treat.
Yes, these are two very good teams. Of course, starting with the Knights, they set a program record for wins their last time out when they won against Clyde, and they're 21-2. And then you look at the Redmen, who are the 2 seed in this bracket. The Knights, of course, selected to be on their side. They're 16-6 this year, 7-2. Another Sandusky Bay team that plays very similarly to that Clyde team.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bellevue actually has a pretty identical record to what they had last year. I looked it up, and they were 17-6 to finish out the year last year. 16-6 this year. They're senior heavy. They've got 7 seniors. So we'll see if that veteran leadership is going to be what propels them into this game. I did notice that the points scored per game for them is 55 points a game, whereas the points allowed is only 50, which is kind of a disparity versus what Otsego's been able to do this year.
This is a Knights team that averages 67.1 points per game, and then they allow 50.2. So both defenses almost identical. It's the offenses that are different. So that kind of tells us if it's a high-scoring game, it's going to go in the favor of the Knights more than likely, and vice versa if it's low-scoring.
Yes, and we've got an interesting starting lineup here. Most people are used to seeing the same 5 for the Knights coming out and starting. We actually have a different starting lineup out here with Mason Kramer, Carter Lampy, Kaden Hutton, and the one that got us was Jackson Vollmer, and then Dane Fatzinger as well. So kind of a surprise to you and I both to see unless they got the numbers wrong up there on the scoreboard for us.
Yeah, and Silva was warming up as well, and I think they do have the numbers wrong because he's sitting over there on the bench.
I was about to say, why fix what's not broken, right? Or why change what's not broken? So.
Yeah, then looking at the Redmen, their starting 5 looks like this. You have senior Joel Ray, sophomore Ike Brown, senior Nolan Smith, and then the 2 other players in the starting 5 are senior Cooper Moyer and then senior Alex Lovins. Moyer and Ray have had absolutely fantastic seasons. They combine for about 14 points per game.
Yeah, it's going to be, size-wise, I would have to give the size advantage to the Knights, which I know that's going to play a factor. But, Bellevue's here, and they're here for a reason. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what, with never having seen Bellevue yet this year, which I did see. They actually split with Clyde this season. They beat them once early in the season and then got beaten by Clyde later in the season. That Clyde team we saw last week was pretty good.
Yeah, and that was a great test for the Knights. Another large crowd for the orange, black, and white. The left side of the gym is almost full.
Just about. So now I will let fans know at home that are watching. Kaden and I are kind of in a precarious position with what we can see on the court. The far basket, we can see everything. The near side basket, we're kind of up on a guardrail here. So we're going to try our best to get you guys as much coverage as we can backed up against this little side here.
The Knights win the tip-off, and off we go from this district semifinal game. The winner will meet Napoleon on Friday night. Neutral site in clay. Start around the arc with Kaden Hutton. Hutton, undoubtedly the team's leader. There's Lampy now dribbling with it. Silva has another player that's had a fantastic season. First team All-NBC gets it over to Hutton, co-NBC Player of the Year, and no good on the first shot of the game, but Jackson Vollmer there to rebound it on the offensive end. We're 35 seconds into this one. No score yet.
And Jackson Vollmer's no stranger to offensive rebounds as he's in there on almost every play as we see it there again up
No good again there. Now it's a loose ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. The Knights will keep it. 50 seconds in, no score yet. We don't have abilities to add the clock onto our stream, so I will just be telling you the time. That inbound is going to go off the back of senior Nolan Smith and out of bounds. Knights will get it once again. We're almost a minute in, and Bellevue still has not possessed the ball on offense. The Knights 0 of 3 from the floor in early goings. Hutton inside, Silva up with it, had it poked away out of bounds. That was Nolan Smith the last to touch it, and what an offensive possession this has been for the Knights. No bucket yet. 1 minute and 1 second in. Inbound at Lampy, beautiful setup, and that'll start the scoring party. 2-0 Otsego, the number 1 seed in this bracket. To the corner, and out of bounds that one goes. Not a good pass from Joel Ray, the senior. And the Knights get it right back. That went out right in front of the Knights student section. Ballmer inbounds it to Fatzinger, taking it up the floor. And
the Knights student section made it known to the refs whose ball it was as well.
Silva dribbling around, moves it over to Carter Lampy. Lampy, another player that's been just so big for the team. Really, everyone has had a great season, all in all, for this Otsego team. Historic season.
Yes, absolutely.
And there's a travel violation.
Yeah, it looked like Carter picked up his pivot foot and put it down before he actually started dribbling with the basketball.
Here go the Redmen. Joel Ray passing it over. Gets it back. Inside, that goes to Brown, the sophomore. Up top, nice move. Now to the corner with it. There's a Ray three. No good. That goes. Too much power under it. Offensive rebound made underneath by Brown, and then it's blocked away. And then Ballmer is going to step out of bounds just beyond the near side baseline. Bellevue will get it back. 6:06, first quarter of play. 2-0 Otsego.
And I heard the scouting report for Bellevue is they are fairly patient on offense. They're kind of a slower setting up team when it comes to their offense, and they're not afraid to kill some of this clock.
To the corner with that one. Up top, Ray. Then Hutton pokes that one away, but Ray gets it right back. Senior on senior. Now to the corner, there's a deep three. Splash, splash, it's 3-0, or 3-2, Bellevue. Now out in front, 5:30 to go. Other side of the floor, that's short and no good. Here goes Ray. There's another three, and that falls. This time it's Ike Brown making it 6-2. Quick baskets, and then a takeaway. Underneath, tightly guarded. And that pass loose. Brown gets it back, though. Lovins with it. Back to Ray. Ping-ponging it back and forth around the arc. Now inside. Quick pass it out. Underneath. Ike Brown, tightly guarded by Silva. The Knights putting on tight defense along the baseline. That pass out to Baptista. And here we go again. Bellevue taking their time on offense. Baptista with the basketball. Inside, Brown, double team. Could have been a jump ball. No one was called.
Yeah, great hands by Jackson Vollmer. And we're going to get a charge by Jackson Vollmer, drawing the charge. And Jackson's no stranger to taking charges as well.
Cooper Moyer, the guilty party of the game's first foul. 4 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. 6-2 in favor of Bellevue.
And kind of much like the start to the Genoa game last, almost a week and a half ago now, we're seeing slow starts by both offenses here.
And another turnover on the Knights side. Joel Ray wound up with it. Down for Baptista. Ray. There's a lot of space on that Baptista three, and it falls. 9-2. 3:45 to go in the first. After the Knights possessed the ball for the first minute plus, it's been almost Bellevue basketball for the rest of this quarter so far.
Yeah, kind of reminiscent of this three-point. As we get Carter Lampy with a three-pointer to close the score, 9-5, 3:20 left to go in this quarter.
Yeah, Carter Lampy has all 5 points for the Knights thus far. A lot of space on that three. No good it goes. Too much power under it. Back the other way it goes. That was Lovins, the shot taker. But another turnover on the Knights' end. Baptista gets it up top to Ray. Now there's Brown. Under 3 minutes in the first. To the corner. There's a three. Good. Another basket. That was Baptista. 12-5. He has 9 points, and then out of bounds it goes, and what a start it has been for the Redmen.
Yeah, it has, and right now I've got Baptista going 3 for 3 from beyond the arc here. And you know, the thing with the Knights team here is we got a 30-second timeout called by Coach Carroll for the Knights. The thing with the Knights is they are no stranger to having leads and having good starts, and then maybe losing a little bit of that lead later in the game, but then coming back and taking, the lead right back. So I like this timeout. Settle the guys in. You're almost through the first quarter. Let's really start to get back to our style of play. They really do got to close out on those three-point shooters a little better, but at the same time right now, kind of like the start to the Clyde game, we see a little bit of tentative nerves over on this side.
Yes.
And while we got a quick second, I do want to shout out to Mrs. Karras, or Coach Karras as some know her. She's helping with the camera, trying to give you all the best angles back at home. So thank you, Mrs. Karras, for taking care of that.
Ray up the floor. Back underway in this one. Smith passing over. Moyer tightly guarded, and that's tipped up in the air by Hutton. Right to Silva, it goes, and the Knights get it back. Big spot for that. Let's see if the Knights can capitalize on the takeaway. High pass to Hutton underneath the Creamer, just into the game, and that's no good. Short on his shot, but he gets it back and then travels. That was tight defense put on by Nolan Smith.
It was, and kind of incidental contact. Devin went up for the rebound at the same time and bumped Mason, and Mason just kind of lost his balance.
Approaching 2 minutes to play in the first. Double team put on. Moyer underneath pass, tipped around, still loose, and Silva winds up with it. Now to Fatzinger. 2-on-2 for the moment. Slow it down. Toby Powell now with the ball in the middle of the paint. Silva thought about taking that three. Instead, he's going to dribble around. Driving inside. Almost had it taken away. Now Powell, nice two-step move, and then a whistle and a foul. This is going to be the second foul committed by the Redmen, first by Nolan Smith.
And we're going to see our first free throws of the game as Toby Powell made a strong move to the basket, saw there was nobody on the block. Take that lane and let the defense try and get you in some foul trouble there.
Powell at the line to shoot for two. Short and no good on his first free throw. Waiting shot number two. Powell 75% from the line this year, makes his second one. 12-6.
I like this full court pressure by the Knights, trying to slow down this offense.
Ray. Guarded by Hutton. Ray driving. Now that pass to the corner received. Approaching 1 minute to play in the opening quarter. Underneath, turnaround Jay, no good off the back iron. Powell there to rebound it. That was Doster who shot it. Here are the Knights. Kaden Hutton with the basketball. Jump stop, nice move, and short on his shot, though. Another nice defensive play put on by Cooper Moyer. Leads the team in defensive rebounds with 107. Now Ray. 37 seconds until quarter break. Nolan Smith had his pass deflected. Right to Dawson, there it goes. And then the slip up. No travel is called, and now we get a jump ball. Baptista was the player who fell down.
And that was the right call because as he slipped, he lost control of the ball. It hit the floor, and then he put his arms around it. So good call by the official to not call the travel.
26.1 seconds until quarter break. Redmond retained the possession because they have the possession arrow in their favor.
And that works out for the Knights to start the second quarter with the ball.
Assuming there's no jump ball in the last 17 seconds.
Correct.
Joel Ray. Up top, a lot of space on that three ball, and it sneaks in. What a shot for there. 12 points for Tyson Baptista. 2 seconds of the clock. Hutton launches one up at the buzzer. It falls! A much-needed bucket for Kaden Hutton. And a big time to get into the scoring column and cut the deficit to 6 after 1 quarter of play. Kaden Knapp, Brandon Floro, OtsegoTV. I would say shoot me an email if there's any questions, comments, or concerns, but the cell reception in here is not the best, at least from my phone. But what a great quarter of basketball that was if you're looking at Bellevue, and the Knights still close.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, if you're Bellevue, you're excited with this quarter. Baptista, I've got him, Kaden, going 4 for 4 from beyond the arc, and that's good for 12 points, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So right now, he is the only one that scored. I've got Brown for Bellevue as well, making the only other bucket for a 3-point. So really, Bellevue's points have only come from beyond the arc. So that's kind of got to be a focal point here. I've got Carter hitting a 2 and a 3-pointer for his 5 so far. And Kaden going 1 for 1 from 3, just right there before the end of the quarter. And Toby Powell is 1 for 2 from the line, combining for all those 9 points there.
Knights start with it this quarter. Inbound goes to Lampy. Finds Fatzinger. Pressure put on by the Redmen. Ray guarding Fatzinger. Mason Creamer still in the game. Devin Silva is not in the game at the moment. Creamer, 3 blocked away. That was Ike Brown, and back to the Redmen it goes. That's his 8th block of the year. 2-step move to the hoop, and no good on the other end for Brown, and the Knights get it back. Good defense on both ends.
Absolutely, and Mason's he loves that corner 3, as we've seen him hit a couple clutch ones so far this season. So he loves to shoot that corner 3.
Approaching 7 minutes to play in the half. Quick moving first half. Lampy. Tightly guarded. Now he's going to move it out to Fatzinger. The Knights taking their time. Now Lampy, a very deep 3, in and out. That one goes. The rebound made by Lovins. There goes Joel Ray. Underneath, Brown, tightly guarded. The Knights are not allowing Bellevue to have any ground underneath, but they don't need it if they keep hitting these threes. That's Nolan Smith making that one. It's 18-9. And then a pad pass, out of bounds it goes. Powell was the intended target. Lampy was the passer. Looked like there might have been a little bit of miscommunication. 6:24 left in the half. Goes Ray.
And right now what the Knights are doing on defense is they're double teaming to try to get that ball out of their hands, but it's leaving open a Bellevue player, and they're able to swing the ball fast enough to get that open shot.
Double team there. Brown has that blocked away. Waiting for a signal. I believe it's going to stay with the Redmen, and it will.
Yeah, I got Carter with that block as we got a peek over the banister for, for this possession.
Inbound to Smith. Around the arc passing. Under 6 minutes and a half. Pivoting around.
Great defense by Toby. I don't know if anyone caught that, but there was a backdoor cut that was about to go wide open for a layup, and Toby was able to swing on down and prevent that pass from going in.
Lovins. Tightly guarded. Gets it over to Ray. Who again is tightly guarded. Knights giving no space now from beyond the arc. You can tell they're playing up.
Yeah, they want to push that ball out beyond the arc as much as possible, and there's another three from the corner.
That one good. Another basket falls. This time it's Ann Bollinger, the sophomore, 21-9. That was great passing.
That really was.
No good on his three. Silva the rebound underneath, go up with it, no good. And then Lampy gets it back to the Knights. Now Hutton a three, no good again. And the tip drill, and Lovin winds up with it. And now Hutton pokes away from behind. Right to Batzinger it goes. He's going to get back to Kaden Hutton. And then a whistle and a blocking foul will be called with a guilty party. Ike Brown, the sophomore. First foul of the half. 4 minutes, 55 seconds until the intermission. Kaden Knapp, Brandon Flora, OtsegoTV.
And this has been a relatively low affair in terms of fouls as we pick up another one for only our fourth of the, let me add.
See who they charge it to. It looks like it's Bollinger. That's his first.
Yeah, so far each Bellevue player with a foul only has one.
Lampy, nice two-step move to the hoop, but couldn't finish there. Now Ray. Ray, two-step move to the hoop. Nice move. No good on his shot, though. Knights were there on the defensive end, but they do get it back. Joel Ray. Now finds Ike Brown. Brown, move it out. Nice move. Take the runner, and that falls. 23-9.
I'm so used to Bellevue shooting threes that I almost put that in the three-point column, Kaden, for scoring.
That was Lovins. He has 2 points now. Silva, whistle, foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot for two. So that's 3 fouls committed by the Redmen this quarter.
And they're going to get Bollinger with his second foul.
3 minutes, 58 seconds until the intermission. At the line to shoot for two is Devin Silva. He's a Division 4 first team All-District 7 selection, and he also got into the first team All-NBC. That was just announced today.
I was wondering how I didn't see that if it was just announced today.
Silva leads the team in free throw percentage as well. Shot number 2 is no good. Under 4 minutes. Hutton pokes that one away. Now Silva, other side of the floor, and that's intercepted. Right off the bounce pass to Lovins. It went. And then Silva pokes that one away. Now ahead to Hutton, tightly guarded, nice move, and that's just what he can do. It's 23-12 with 3:30 to go, and we have a timeout on the floor. It was called by the Redmen. Just a quick 30-second timeout. Each team now has 4 remaining. Kaden Knapp, Brandon Flora, OtsegoTV. And what have you made of this first half so far?
Kaden, right now I'm looking at my stat sheet. Bellevue is shooting 100% from beyond the arc.
Yep.
That's incredible. This almost kind of seems resemblant of that first half back when Otsego played Eastwood at the Stroh. It appeared in that first half Eastwood couldn't miss, and in fact they almost couldn't as they shot somewhere around in the neighborhood of 70%. And that's about what Bellevue's shooting right now. I mean, they're shooting well above that, actually. So somewhere along the line, this either has to give or there's got to be some kind of new defensive scheme here to try to slow this down.
Bellevue averages 7.4 made threes per game on 21 attempts. That's an average. That's taken away. One under the other. Hutton, Westall, foul, count that basket. Single-digit game.
And it looks like they're going to charge Baptista.
Yes.
With that foul.
The senior.
And Kaden playing through the contact to get the old-fashioned and one or three-point attempt.
Yeah, NBC Co-Player of the Year hits his free throw, 23-15.
And with 3 minutes left to go in this quarter, Bellevue has 4 team fouls, one more, and we're shooting bonus for the rest of this quarter.
On the run to the hoop, and that basket is good. That was Lovins getting into the scoring column. Hutton finds Jackson Vollmer. Now to the hoop with that one. Kramer goes, no good, and the rebound made by Baptista. Approaching 2:30 to play in the second. 25-15 the tally. Move it out. There's a Lovins three, and that's no good. Their first missed three of the game. Hutton breakaway now to the hoop. He goes, and he's going to lay it in. The student section wanted a dunk, but Hutton decided not to smartly because he had a defensive player right on him. To the corner with that one. Other corner. Three ball. No good off the back iron. That one goes. It was Ike Brown, the shot taker, and Kramer takes it the other way. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Dane Fatzinger dribbling around, drives to the hoop, and that falls! Another basket. 25-19, a 6-point differential on the scoreboard.
And this is the run the Knights needed. Great job by Dane recognizing the defense was slacking there and took it all the way to the rim for his first points of the night.
90 seconds until the intermission. Up top. Ray thought about taking the three and said he'll pass it over. Moyer. Back around with Ray. Underneath to the hoop. Whistle foul, and that bucket is good for the senior Cooper Moyer. He now has 4 points today. And Devin Silva will re-enter the game, taking the place of Carter Lampy at the 112 point of the second quarter.
Yeah, and Jackson, he got a little bit of his body undercutting on the defender, just kind of worked over a little too late to draw the contact there and go straight up, but he got him with a little bit of body underneath.
Moyer, 29% from the line this year, misses the free throw, but offensive rebound is made. Now a three, up and splash! Back-to-back buckets for Bellevue. That time it was Ray.
And let me tell you, the crowd wanted the fact that the ball never hit the rim. With us being right above the rim, it caught just a piece of the rim on that free throw, which kept that ball in play. So that is completely the correct call to let that go because it hit the rim. I know the fans can't really see it as good as we can, but it just kissed the front of the rim.
Silva at the line to shoot for two, in and out on his first free throw. Interesting note with Cooper Moyer, I said he was 29% from the free throw line. He is 18 of 62 this year.
Oh, wow.
As a senior.
Oh, boy.
He leads the team in free throws attempted. No good on both free throws, and then Mason Kramer commits a foul with 54.2 to play. The scoreboard said it was on Devin Silva, even though it was not.
It looks like they got it up there, tacked on for Mason.
That'd be his first.
Yes.
48 seconds until the intermission. Underneath pass, and then out of bounds. Miscommunication there. And the Knights get it back with 41.8.
Now, Kaden, did Devin make his first free throw down at that end?
I do not think he did.
Okay.
Hutton, three, no good. Silva the rebound, and he's going to go right back to the free throw line, and no, he did not. The scoreboard gave him a point, So it was
okay, there it is.
For a
they
second,
took it away.
Like, wait.
That's why I was confused for just a moment.
Yes, it's 30-19, 32.9 seconds. Baptista committed his second personal foul. Silva right back at the line. Missed his first one.
And right now it doesn't look like he's kind of looks like his legs are gone. He's not getting that extra spring in his step on his free throws like we're normally used to seeing.
Next free throw
there
is good. 10-point game. Joel Ray. Back and forth passing. 20 seconds. See if Bellevue makes this the final possession of the half. Now at 15. Brown moving it out. Flicker inside. Back to Brown. 8 seconds on the clock. Ray inside, now out. 3 seconds, a very deep three. No good. Too much power under it for Nolan Smith, and that will bring us to the conclusion of the first 16 minutes of gameplay. 30-20 the score in favor of the Redmen in this district semifinal game. The winner will play Napoleon for the district final on Friday. My name is Kaden Knapp. I'm with Brandon Floro. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to get half number 2 of this basketball game underway. Don't go anywhere. Thank you all for tuning in.